not that I have any kind of a personal thing to it. It's just that it eats up the clock. I put Instagram on my phone for 2 weeks, and I had missing time as if I had been abducted by aliens. I was going through that missing time dilemma. Where did that time go? And so, in a way, that's all really. And so I find that things are speeding up a lot. So that's why, like this year, a film like Train Dreams, a meditation on an entire life, covering nearly 75 years, but done under 2 hours, just made me so happy to have that film in the world this year.
Do you feel that's been getting in your films at all, though?
Getting into my film?
Yeah, have you felt like your films are moving faster in any way?
Disclosure Day moves really fast. It's fast, yeah.
Okay, I've been trying to figure something out, and I've talked to a few people about this. This is something you hear about your the single greatest visual designer in movies, that when it comes to blocking, moving the camera, that is something that you have preternatural ability to. But then I also recently heard Tom Hanks say that on the set of some movies, you'll show up one day, and you'll sort of know what you want to do, but you won't have it really mapped out. You'll say, I kind of have to figure out how I'm going to do this. I thought that was really fascinating when you said that. So can you just kind of talk us how you do what you do, from storyboard to showing up on the day to knowing where you want the camera to be?
Well, it depends on the film. If it's a film that has a lot of VFX, everything's storyboard. It has to be. Because I'm giving you a very large budget on special effects films, so everything has to be. But there are other films that I've made where I didn't do any planning at all. I never had a single storyboard on Schindler's List. I didn't have a single storyboard in Saving Private Ryan, which we shot mostly in continuity. And those are the most fun for me because I surprise myself. I wake up in the morning and I know the page count that I need to cover, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to cover it yet. That's what's it's exciting, getting on a set with no real plan except to tell the story the best way I could possibly tell it. And I love doing that in collaboration with crew, but also especially with actors. Because the thing that I love about actors, if you cast the film right, you're not just getting someone who is going to give you a great performance, you're getting someone who has a deep, meaningful understanding of the film that all of us are making together in this collaborative art form, which is movie. And so that way I can be more collaborative with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise showed up every morning when I showed up. I show up before the crew. So I get to the set time sometimes at 6:30 in the morning on my Minority Report and on War of the Worlds. Tom would insist on getting there when I got there so we could map out the whole day, which was really helpful for me. So there were films like that with Hanks and I where I'm really collaborative with getting the film. And there are other films where it's just I felt to a bit of a little bit of a meditation to really figure out. And what's good about going into meditation, I also meditate, but that's a different kind of meditation. When I get to the set in the morning, there is something that happens which is beautiful. It is an entire day of possibilities, and as yet undiscovered. What possibility will I choose first?